to the big house, Michigan Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I did check in with the Hawkeyes head coach before the game. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Iowa's offense will get first crack at it today. And here comes the guy that will be running the show. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that one loss on the ledger. But they've trusted him. They've put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from his offense, Jesse, as it continues to grow, continues to get better throughout the season. But I've seen some great flashes.
Yeah, the amazing thing is when you talk to people on the inside of the program, they'll tell you if he can keep being consistent, play the way he did last week, they think they can go to the college football playoff. You mentioned the loss they have early in the year. They can't afford another one here in the middle of the season. He's got to play great today. But very quietly, they believe this could be a special year if this guy plays well.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's got it. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot.
Continues to fight for yards. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
It's always interesting to view the good teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. Fields the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Michigan Wolverines offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Jordan Marshall. He had more than 250 yards and a couple of scores in their victory last game.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game when the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play. It still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll try the left side. Finding some room. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And this offense has got it all wrong, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeps it moving. It's Marshall. Pass to Six. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the Sticks with the first down.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
They'll ride the hot hand. Powers through the defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
This is why athletic QBs are so hard to play. You think you got him nailed, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, he's outside the pocket, throwing strikes, making big plays.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Underwood working that left side now. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the counter play. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Powers inside. And he's in. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important.
Into the secondary on the right. Past the 30. He's at the touchdown, Hawkeyes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ball game.
Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Turning it on. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Runs through the tackle.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On target over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Can't get him to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the... It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 19 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Crimson Tide keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Now over to your game inside the Big House. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Catching up with the Wolverines head coach at the half. He wants an even greater sense of urgency from his team. It's the Big Ten Conference season opener, and even though they had a good first half, more urgency, more execution here to start the third quarter is the team's focus coming out of the locker room.
All right, Holly.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the ground, it's Marshall. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. On the move. Breaks the tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Got it. There he goes. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And, man, that third down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
And the Wolverines will try to convert on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Fires to the big fella. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Still looking. He's going to take off. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism, picking up the first down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Kamari again. They've got him corralled.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense is going to try to run the ball again.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Under pressure. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. And you've seen his athleticism, his speed, his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Searching for space. couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well. Looking for a crease. There's some room. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Out wide right, it's Marshall.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On the run, it's Marshall. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. As we head into the fourth quarter, both of these running backs have been able to get it done on the ground. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throwing. Underwood. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. Takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa.
That's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Here's Underwood to throw. Look out! Just got rid of that one.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete 4th down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Churns into the pile. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Moulton. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. They just keep firing. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Iowa spends his second timeout here. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Now the Hawkeyes will call their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
3rd and long right here. Underwood on the play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And it's good! And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces a 3rd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They're all over him. Right side, it's Diaz. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So here comes the Michigan offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Might as well run him again. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. How much fun was that?